We're not expert farmers, but this is all about sharing our story, sharing our journey, and really encouraging others to do something similar, because there's so many benefits to being self-sufficient. There's so many benefits to being able to Hey guys, welcome to AsherGad channel, making Africa home again, one family at a time. So here we are again, Tuesday, 6 p.m. GMT, bringing you another episode on our journey in the motherland. And really, this is the Self-Sufficiency series, which started a couple of weeks ago with a farming episode. As you can see behind me, we had an episode also on the on solar power. Now we're back on the farming as well. What I want to say is, we're not expert farmers, but this is all about sharing our story, sharing our journey, and really encouraging others to do something similar, because there's so many benefits to being self-sufficient. There's so many benefits to being able to, let's say, be in control of your own food supply to some degree, be in control of your own power source if you can, be in control of the water you drink as well, because that's great. That's true independence. That is really awesome. So I hope you enjoy this series. I hope wherever you are in the four corners of the earth, you are making gradual plans to make your dreams become a reality in the lovely continent that is Africa. All right, so today we're going to talk about transplanting, because we have done a bit of transplanting on the farm. But before I get into that, there are some plants that I forgot last time around, so I just want to turn the camera around and to show you those ones that I forgot or left out. Okay guys, so here we are. Some plants we did mention last time. So this is for you to see. If I just zoom in here, obviously you can see the pineapples that are doing well. They don't need that much watering. And then we've got, yes, here we go. So that there, you can see there, this here is, get the camera to focus. Yeah, focus. That there is peanuts or granules. Okay, another one here. They're growing quite nicely in their various clusters all over the place. Okay. Now, one thing about peanuts or granules is that they're very, very filling. Very, very filling. When it comes to survival foods, like legumes are really up there on the top of the list in terms of beans, lentils, peanuts or granules. Really, really, really filling. To me anyway, and to most people I know, beans are extremely, extremely filling. We are yet to plant beans, but we will do very, very soon. Okay, we've got a couple of paw trees as well, plants yet to be trees there as well, growing. So, and a seed, and then there's one over here. There's a couple more also along the back line. God loves her paw. By the way, she'll be joining us soon to give her own touch to the farming and the gardening. She's I must confess, she's better at this than I am, but as a team we make it happen, so that's great. So update on the carrots, they're looking fairly good, which is awesome. Having to water them every single day, so that's necessary. All right, here we've got, if I just zoom in, that is garden eggs. So garden eggs right there. We've got a number of garden eggs that are coming up, doing quite well. And then along the edge, this is cucumber. Love cucumber all along here. These are all clusters of cucumber that we've grown right along here. Let's just go to the back and let me show you some cassava, because we have planted some cassava as well. Just at the back of the garden now, guys, and I'm going to zoom in because we have a row of cassava here. This is all cassava we've planted all along here, growing very, very nicely. Okay, cassava is a very, very, very useful tuber, if you like, which is probably Ghana's #1 tuber, because that's what our fufu, that's where our fufu comes from. okay, and we have to plant a whole lot of those. I'm sure when they mature, we will not only use it for fufu. We may end up maybe even processing our own gari at home if we wanted to. You know, again, all complete self-sufficiency. You can do all this at home, all right, if you fancy it, all right. Now obviously we've got sweet corn in the mix as we usually do. We can't mix that. That's always necessary because it's quite easy to cook sweet corn and quite easy to plant. So that's always in the mix. Someone did ask me, why are we using the coconut hucks or coconut shells around or in between all our beds? The main purpose of that really is to minimize the growth of weeds in between, and just to create a nice pathway between the plants, so we don't end up stepping on and damaging or destroying our young plants. So that was the main purpose of using the coconut shells or the coconut hucks around the nursery beds. All right. We've got a broccoli, one of my favorite vegetables. And if you don't like broccoli, boy, really read up on broccoli to understand the nutritional benefits of broccoli. It's absolutely really great. A super vegetable, really. Planted it not too long ago, so we've got some dry grass over it just to create a bit of mulch, to give it a bit of shade, because these are directly planted. We didn't nurse these, and we need to make sure that the direct sunlight doesn't kill it off before it has a chance to even start off life. So that's what all that is about. Speaking to expert farmers in Ghana, they tell us that broccoli is really 50-50 in terms of growing in Ghana. So we just pray and hope for the best on this one. We just keep on trying until we get the type of harvest that we want. Let me just have a lift up to see if there's anything happening underneath this lot. Okay. A couple of green shoots here. Not entirely sure. I'd have to wait and see, let it grow a bit more to see if that's broccoli. All right, do a bit of research myself to see what the seedlings look like. This is my first time planting broccoli, so we have to wait and see. But we'll keep on trying until we get what we want. I'm sure even if it's 50-50, the more you plant, the more your chances are of getting the success that you need. Now, we are all organic, so when it comes to the compost, it's all organic. We use organic chicken compost, really. Chicken manure, that tends to be the compost or the organic fertilizer that we use. We don't use anything, we don't like any chemicals or anything like that, because there's just too much contamination in the commercial food, and definitely want our home to be as natural as possible. Great opportunity here to buy land in Accra, in an area called Malajo in Accra. Spelling on your screen. It's near the new sort of Salem Estates, approximately 45 minutes from the Kotoka International Airport. There are 4 plots that the owner has. The owner is selling 2 of these plots. Just to give a bit of history, the owner has owned this land for the past 15 years, so it's genuine land, no issues with it. For those who are interested, 2 of the 4 plots are being sold. Each plot is the standard 100 foot by 70 foot. If you are interested, contact the number on your screen and we'll give you further details. Hey guys, welcome back. So let's talk about our transplanting from the seedlings. So these are the tomatoes. There were quite a few in here. We've transplanted over 50% of them, because obviously there were a bit too many, or they were getting clustered, and there was time for it to go directly into the soil, which I'll show you in a minute. This here is the cabbage, okay, which is doing quite well, and we are going to transplant some of them as well next week. Okay, pepper on the other side, and then we've got onions in here. Onions, very important. We know onions pretty much go in everything: soup, stew, or whatever it is that you have. Someone asked, how much are the seeds? Let me just show you. Let me see if I can zoom in into the onions. So that there, where we buy the seedlings, tends to come in a package like that. There, that's the tomato. Or this here is the cabbage. Let me see if I can just grab it for you. Just grab it with this. So there you go. That is the cabbage. Okay, right. It's in a sort of a sachet like this. I don't know how many seeds are in it, but the last time I bought this, okay, this was about a month ago, and this was 15 cedis. Okay, 15 cedis for cabbage, and the onions are the same. Aubergine, they're all pretty much the same type sort of price. But obviously, if you know what's happening in Ghana and well, pretty much all over the world, inflation is an all-time high. You know, UK interest rate went up to 3%. I think it was last week from 2.25%, which is the highest in many years. So whatever price you hear from me or from anywhere really, whether you're building a house or whatever it is you're buying, just take that price as that point in time. Yeah, because I'm sure it's not going to be 15 cedis when I go next time to buy it. All right. The broccoli, for instance, I purchased about 25 cedis of broccoli, which is a half a bag, and in that half a bag you get about how many seeds? You get about 90 seeds. Okay, they're quite small broccoli seeds. You get about 90 seeds. Okay, and that was 25 cedis. All right. If you want the full container or sachet, then you get about 190 seeds of broccoli, and that cost us about 45 Ghana cedis. All right. Many places you can get it in Accra. It's quite many sort of plant shops around. All right. But if you want specific details and you're in Accra, no problem. Drop me an email and I can share that with you. Not an issue at all. All right. So transplanting, obviously very important. We transplanted about 50% of our tomatoes and about 50% of the radish. You know, we've got some radish growing already, which is absolutely amazing. You can see in the pictures that I'm sharing on your screen. So this is the radish. We've transplanted quite a few of them already. I'm sharing some pictures of that, and alongside it we've got some tomatoes which were transplanted as well. That there is pepper in the corner on its own. Some spring onion that not sure who planted that, but just came out of nowhere. These are all sort of tomatoes that have been transplanted fairly recently. And like I said, we use chicken compost. So the key to the transplanting is just to remove the seedlings as carefully as possible with enough soil on the base, not exposing the roots. Obviously, before you remove them, you need to make sure you've prepared their final destination, as in dig as deep as possible. Prepare their final destination, put in some organic fertilizer, organic manure, compost. We use chicken compost under the base before you sort of transplant into the hole. All right, and then that's pretty much it. Water as much as possible as soon as you transplant, and water regularly. When it comes to these vegetables, we water them every day. Every day these vegetables get watered, okay, because they're quite delicate, and they need all the help they can get in this baking hot sun in Ghana. Guys, there is one more fruit that I forgot to mention. Okay, absolutely escaped me. Another very nutritious fruit. I'm showing you pictures. Okay, don't get confused by all that's around here. I'm referring to this one here. Let me just zoom in, show you the leaves. Okay, show you the leaves nice and closely. Have a good look and comment below. All right, comment below if you can guess what this particular fruit is. Can you guess what this particular fruit plant is? Okay, I'll get close to the leaves as possible. Okay, there you go. All right, can you guess what this particular fruit plant is? All right, if you can, just comment below and I'll reveal it in the next video. Okay, if I forget, please do remind me. Okay, very, very nutritious plant. Just noticed that the plantains are preparing to start producing their let's call it their fruit, or their carbohydrate. Actual plantain itself, which is awesome. It's obviously it's got that whatever they call it, no idea, but obviously you can see it's beginning to form just in that corner there. It's beginning to form. I believe that's what the plantain will come out of, so that is good. So I'm not sure how long that will take, but it obviously will come eventually. We love our bananas. I in particularly, because those are bananas over there, we've got a short variety and a tall variety. I particularly love the local bananas. They taste absolutely amazing. All right, awesome. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this particular episode in the self-sufficiency series, which is really mainly about transplanting, showing our journey and encouraging others to do the same. Okay, remember, being self-sufficient is absolutely key in the world we live in today. Okay, food, water, electricity, self-sufficiency, independence, absolutely marvelous. As usual, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button so that you always be aware when AsherGad upload a new educational video for your viewing pleasure. All right, so until next time, it is Kemesia from Gad, and for me, guys, Yebeshia. See you next time.